ever I will say I'm always lost, babe. Look at my eyes, babe. I always say like this. Come on, talk.
You know we're gonna post this public.
No. Not now, not this time. Babe, not this time, babe. My eyes is not good.
Not good.
Come on.
You look like you got beat up. Somebody punched your eye. Okay.
Maybe stay like that because you covered your face with my face. Stay at the side. No, at your right. Not you.
You.
Stay there. A little bit. Ah, okay, I'm gonna adjust mine. Okay. Okay, stay whatever you were. Where you want, I mean. Baby, come on.
Okay, official meeting starting in 3, 2, 1. Okay. So let's begin with debts. So, should this be public, babe? Should this be a public meeting?
No. My eyes, babe.
Who punched your eye?
The little ant.
The ants can't punch, babe. They can bite.
No, they punched me. Baby, no problem.
What? Why is your left? Why is your right eye so puffy?
Someone bitten me. I was beat.
By a seahorse?
A turtle. A viper. Come on, baby. No public.
Okay, so
It's not a public thing.
it's public. You're the YouTuber influencer now.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, everybody, Jaya is the designated influencer, YouTuber, Instagram model. Because why?
I'm unemployed.
Yep. Simple as said.
Babe, okay? If we will put it
Okay.
in the public, I'm gonna put something smiley here in my eyes part. In my eye part.
Okay, you're the editor. You're the chief vlogger.
Okay, now, hurry.
Okay, so um, we're not going to back introduce too much. We've had meetings before in the past, lots of them, every month,
It's so awkward.
sometimes
babe.
twice a month. You're awkward.
Okay.
And we have a regular drinky.
Cheers.
Well, we talk about certain things. So during these meetings, we talk about goals, updates, aspirations, whatever it may be. What could you add to it, babe?
Excitement.
Excitement. And updates about getting punched in the eye.
Where's my punch?
So I almost got my debts completely erased, but like I said, we're not going to go completely back on what happened. We're just going to know that I owe a little bit left on debts. And should I specify numbers for these kind of meetings?
No. It's public.
No. Okay. So these
Maybe
debts that I have
percent, babe.
left,
I guess maybe
I
we
would
can
say
you can mention percent, but not really the.
percent.
Mm.
We will have to develop something in the background for next meeting in regards to how we're gonna do percents. But I could say within the next month or so, I should be completely debt free. And how I got into these debts will be a story for another time. But those who are close around me know. If you don't know, you know. If whatever the case may be. And we'll talk about the more of the fun stuff now. So, Jaya, you may begin.
What?
Why are you so nervous?
What about the fun? The fun or funds?
Because since it's a public meeting for her first time and she has a busted eye, look very carefully. Zoom in.
Babe. Oh, I can cover your
Okay.
face. Okay, continue. Babe, it's so awkward. I guess I'm gonna stay
Okay.
back here.
So, hmm, so go ahead, talk about the NCLEX, babe. Talk about where you're at in your nursing stuff. Tell me what's your next steps and kind of give everybody a rundown of what's happened so far and what we've worked on.
Yeah. Um, I published already a video about my approval of my application at New York State. So, I am in the state of, or in the process of, in waiting time for my authorization to test. And then it says there that I will wait for 2 to 3 weeks. Stop staring like that. So 2 to 3 weeks. So 2 to 3 weeks I'm gonna wait, but I hope so it will arrive as early as that. So I am hoping for my ATT, and then the ATT will just the duration of that, the validity of the ATT is just for 6 months. So after I will get my ATT, for example, I can get my ATT tomorrow. So starting tomorrow until 6 months, from that frame I can take the exam, because if beyond that I will reapply again, and then I will peak again. So as soon as possible in that duration of time for 6 months I can take the exam, and hopefully in that duration of time it will land. Vince, no.
What?
So I hope so, for example, it June, July, or August. I hope there is a slot, babe, like a vacancy.
So, those who don't know Jaya, she's wanted to be going. She wanted to be a nurse practitioner in another country for a long time because of why?
Yeah, because I really want good experience, and yeah, it pays more than here in the Philippines.
For those who don't understand that concept, well, everybody gets like a general consensus and idea of what that means, but not so much for the money. But if you look at what you do in your country, for example, America, if you are gonna be a doctor, if you're gonna be mm, a physicist, or you're gonna be an engineer, or something that is of higher caliber than what a person can't do without a degree, there is a pay difference. And if my observation of the Philippines is, even if you do your work, you study, you work hard to become a nurse, all that hard work doesn't justify what you get paid compared to what another country is.
Right.
It's just average. You don't get paid that much compared to a normal salaried worker
It's
working a
not well
different job.
compensated, really.
But if in America that pay gap is very obvious.
Yeah.
compared to a normal person without a degree to her. So it goes beyond more than just a pay thing, but more of a respect thing.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
disclaimer
you
B,
should get paid.
we didn't talk about negative things here in the Philippines, okay? I'm not saying that Philippines is so
Mhm.
yeah, in negative way, but looking for a brighter things or yeah,
Mhm.
in a advantage thing side of me. So that's why I
Yeah,
took that.
and it's not a it's not a diss towards the Philippines or anything at all. You know, a lot of countries have their little areas that needs to be tweaked. And if you know about America, we have a very huge controversial thing when it comes to payment
Mm,
and respecting teachers. That's a huge thing about America that's going on. And every country has a little things that needs to be worked out. But a huge thing about going to abroad is yes, the experience. Um, yes, the pay, but we look at things in respectful ways.
yeah, agree.
So nothing really negative, but like I said, there's also a respect thing to me. If you're gonna go study for something and actually strain yourself to go to school for a particular topic, you should get a better pay associated for sacrificing your time for getting a degree.
Yeah,
That's to
true.
me common sense, and I don't see that happening, at least in the nursing field. I can't vouch for every other job in the Philippines, but at least in the nurse, it's the same thing with America and their teachers. They don't get well associated pay, and it's scary to be a teacher in America. So, moving on with that, she's always wanted to have an NCLEX for the longest time of her life. Can you explain when about the NCLEX, when you wanted to take it, what you heard about it, where you first wanted to go? You've talked about UK, you've talked about Canada. Go ahead, kind of give your input there.
Really?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, before I meet Kane, I was planning to go to UK, so I'm planning to take an IELTS like that, because one of my circle of friends was, um, they decided that we will go to UK because yeah, circle of friends, bonding like that, have big opportunity because they are already there and then they can guide us, the one who left here in the Philippines, they can guide us where or what things to do like that. But I don't know what happened, like me and my other friend went to Cebu. There is a direct hiring there, and then me and my coworker got an interview about yeah, interview because they will be the one to sponsor you the IELTS like that. And then sadly, unfortunately, we are failed about it. And so we go back to Uzami City where my first work located. So after 3 months, my coworker said that okay, why not, Jay? We will go back and then we will try another shot or with another try. And then I said, oh, I guess because I feel like I don't have any opportunity now like that. So she went there and then she took the interview and then she got the exam. She passed, and me, I was left there on Azami's working as an operating room nurse. And then after that, my ideas about abroad is not really firm. I have a flight ideas about going abroad. So after that, my plan is go to Canada again because Canada has a bigger opportunity and the healthcare services and not healthcare opportunities are very nice. Very nice. So, but then again, I meet Kane. So, it changed.
Mhm. Can you also talk about this is a time where you just gotta talk about it because this is a real thing people fight with. It's not lack of motivation, but fear and nervousness to fail.
Mm, yeah.
Can you talk about that?
Yeah, that's my weaknesses. to fail an exam and to become a failure. Really, that's my weaknesses. One of my biggest weaknesses in my life. That's why first, yeah, actually I'm planning to take an NCLEX, but first is fear to fail the exam and also the support system, because when you enroll in NCLEX thing it is so expensive. So that's why I really need it is. Why you're smiling?
Just really, babe.
Hey.
Your eye.
I told you I will just stay on this side.
Really.
Okay, I will just stay like this because it's not. Yeah, be sure. Go back to the topic. So yeah, and then I am afraid to fail because I really want to take the exam one take only because it is so expensive. So that's why it was extend, and I really don't know. I didn't notice that it's been a long time already. It takes how many
Mm.
years like that. So yeah, and then I keep jumping in different goals, and then I'm not really focused in it. I don't have a firm goal to take like that because I have I have an attitude that if I will, baby, your camera.
Hold on, baby. Really, babe. I'm trying to mute that like K1 visa filers. It is like it's active and it keeps like popping my face. I don't like that.
Don't
Too much
worry.
notification.
Don't worry because I am the one who do the screen sharing or no the video record.
Well, it's annoying me. I can't see your face when it keeps popping up.
Yeah, so that's why. And then I don't have a I'm not in that time I'm not really a goal oriented person. If I cannot get that thing,
You
stop.
get punched in the eye.
Yeah, I'm not really well motivated that time. I don't know why. Maybe because of the support system like that. And then if I have and I don't have a person who can talk to about my goals and dreams in life. So that's why maybe I will just the for I don't know, I just have this kind of attitude that okay, next time, tomorrow, maybe next year, like that. I have that attitude. Okay, maybe we can I can take the exam tomorrow. I can no, tomorrow, next time. There is a lot of next time. Yeah, I am that before. So I guess I am too old enough. Yeah.
Yeah. So I definitely met. Yeah, I definitely met Jen. I think that was one of our very few conversations to start with. Is it didn't really take too long, but to me that was a big concept with me is I want to know where a person wants to be moving forward in life, and you know, she had her ideas of what she wanted to do, what she wanted to accomplish, and as a partner, you're supposed to be that one that kind of pushes somebody to get to those. You know, that's when you believe in somebody. And there's a lot of things that came into our way.
Mm.
She said it first. The support circle and financial, and me as working as much as I could, financially I could do that, but the support system also needs to be there too. And it's really hard. It's a very tough test. It's brutal. If you know me from way back then, I've had a lot of ideas, you know, a lot of dreams, a lot of business concepts, ideas, just that I've talked about to people. I've tried to push things along, but it seems like when everybody was around me, they got to the point where they kind of felt nervous and sketched out. They didn't want to do it. They felt like that wasn't their thing, and that really kind of put things in perspective of if you really had those people that really believed in you,
Yeah.
even though it would have gone a far way and maybe I would have had a different place. And I'm still fighting some stuff today. I mean, it's just, it is what it is, you know, but if you do find that special somebody, it should be your, I feel like we should bear some of that responsibility to push somebody forward.
Yeah.
And, yep. So that's my 2 cents.
Please.
What? I think the idea of making this public is kind of what's making us both really nervous about it. What do you think?
I'm not nervous. I'm just embarrassed.
Oh yeah, you're the influencer. You're the Instagram model. You're the really, babe. If you're gonna be a model, you might as well do it for eye patches.
Bad word.
Yeah, man.
Maybe.
So that's what it's like. That's the update. And now she sent the payment off to be able to take a test. Have you got a date scheduled in?
Not yet. Not yet. Because not
What?
yet. Not yet because before you will book a schedule, you will need to wait or you will need to get your ATT. It means authorization to test. The end.
This happens on the daily.
Yeah, it's always yeah, so I will just wait for it and then yeah, if I will get my ATT, then that's the right time I will book an exam. So
Okay.
that's why the range
And
of
what?
16 months that's in the range of 6 months I need to book an exam. Stop that.
So, what time would you say is a good estimate time in which you're going to be able to take a test? You told me late July, August. What are you thinking?
Yeah, because what's it? April because they said 2 to 3 weeks. So April probably April last week I can get my
Mm-hmm.
ATT. So April, May, June, July. I guess June or July or August. But it really depends on the slot here in the Philippines and the person view which they will be the one to conduct an exam because a lot here in the Philippines, a lot nurses here in the Philippines rushing to take an exam. So that's why May, June is already fully booked. I hope so. I hope so. I can get the July and August slot. If not, then maybe August, September, or October. It really depends. I really need to get an exam within the 6 months after I get my ATT because like it will like invalid already if I cannot take the exam. If I cannot take the exam within the 6 months.
Okay.
So
And any more updates that you would like to share about your NCLEX?
yeah, but anybody don't didn't know about this. Oh, that's why I choose New York, and then Kane was in Washington. So we will there is a license endorsement if I will stay or I will live in Washington. So I will just get the state of New York license and then they will just introduce or endorse my license to Washington state. So if I will live there, if me and Kane will plan to move at New York, so it's still okay.
Mm-hmm. And the cute thing about this is, again, Jay is in the nursing field, and where did I get my new job?
Yeah. Kane really chasing me. He really wants to guard
Whoa,
me every time. You know what?
chasing me. Should I really go back in history, or who is chasing who?
No, never mind. So, no,
That's
he's
another.
planning
That's a cheat.
advance. You know what? He's planning advance. He is transferring to the hospital because he knows that I'm coming, and then, so yeah, and then we're targeting the hospital work. So he worked there first, so that he guard me always every time. That's the point.
But I like it chasing. I mean, you're the one who said good morning out of
Let
nowhere. You're the one
Shh.
who asked me
Okay,
out.
okay.
I
Kane,
mean,
Kane is a
you're making all the
good-hearted
power moves.
person. Kane is a good-hearted person
You
who
know,
maybe.
I thought it. I thought it was a man's job to chase, but I guess it was the other way around. But all right, chase.
Hey,
If that's
babe.
what makes you help feel better, sleep at night.
Babe, shoom, babe, out of topic. Yeah, Kane has a very, very good outlook and goal, something like that. He has a very good, he's a good planner like that. So,
A big heart.
big heart, okay. Yeah, and then he's working in the medical field already. Darren.
Yes. Um, can't give too much details while with it, but I work in the revenue department at Multicare Memorial Hospital. And one thing I told about jail, what is really cool about Multicare, is there's a lot of little departments I can work in, so therefore I get various experience. And on top of that, Multicare is not just limited to Yakima, meaning that would be very cool for transferable jobs. And because I'm working in such kind of office-like experience, it's going to open up a lot more doors. So it's really important that I take this opportunity. And those who don't know me, I've been pretty much a warehouse person my whole life, either on the forklift, stacking, doing stuff like that. You know, so it's a big change for me. My second week in, and I like it. It's a really office-like space. You make calls. I work with insurance providers. It's pretty different. I'm getting used to it.
Yeah. The good
But
the better thing is you really like the environment. So that's really
hmm,
helpful.
and it could, like I said, not saying that it has to be, but me developing connections there could also in long help Jaya get in.
Yeah,
You know, and
possible.
taking your NCLEX is important. You know, going to America and saying that you have just schooling in nurse field, you have experience over there. Sometimes they do help, but you need those little extra pushes. And I think an NCLEX would be a nice thing to have on your belt. You know.
Yeah. That's my bullets beyond my armors. Yeah, babe. So that's it. So I hope so. The process
Because
is
Jaya's
smooth.
always on the chase. She's always on the hunt.
So that's it, babe. I hope so.
Hey,
I hope
babe,
so. The ATT will come
you
early as
you
possible.
remind me of my you remind me of my bank.
You are chasing me, babe. You're advancing. You're advancing. You are advancing things like, so that you can guard me.
Let's talk about the Philippines.
Okay. Moving on. Moving on. Okay. Yeah, the
You
Philippines.
got so talk about the Philippines. Go ahead, talk about the land.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, about the land, it's very, I already upload the update there. So for the recap, we paid the land completely. Yeah. And
Mhm.
also I show you the tour there.
And you may not know about this, but we've had several meetings in the past talking about even acquiring the land. Though I would have to extract information or the video to actually show it, but we're not going to do that. That's just the past. Eventually, in due time, we'll maybe bring back past meetings and show different clips of it. But we showed, we used to have a percentage of how much were completed. Like, should we pay it off early? We've had deep conversations of this on meetings. So keep going. At this given point, we're paid off. You
Yeah.
may begin.
Yeah, and then we are in the process, or we were in the phase of transferring the title from the original owner to my name, because sadly Kane cannot have that title because he is not inborn Filipino. So yeah, so it takes 1 month, and probably a month after April. Yeah, babe, it's April.
And
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, April, and then I am waiting for the one who sell that land to me for any updates. Or maybe if I have time, I will go to Clarine where our land located and where the owner located, so that to discuss everything. And then about, yeah, about transferring the papers, I don't know why the Philippines having that kind of payment. So we will pay for that for this year, and then there is an annual payment, so it's not really expensive for the annual payment. So yeah, I will just make a video soon, not sooner, soon, about the transferring of titles to my name, about the land.
Okay. Okay, landowner.
We are the landowners. Oh,
Yeah. But I like how she said my name.
yeah, because practically we cannot have that, but in heart and in our soul, it's ours. Okay.
Wow. She doesn't want to sign my name onto it. She is
Baby,
so
I
greedy.
can. If I can, why not? Because it's totally yours too.
Sorry, Jay. I didn't mean to intrude on your land.
Okay, baby, why not? Why not after I will get the land contract? I not contract, the title. We can make another title in our own, just in our own, babe. That we will put your name and our in my name and my name too.
Mm, wow. It's basically saying, you know what? I bought this Lamborghini. This is my car, but I'll take a picture of it. I'll sign your name on that picture. You can pretend you're the owner.
Baby,
Wow.
because it's not good. Because it's illegal if I will put your. It's not valid. If baby, you
She's being racist. She's saying because I'm white. Dang.
I guess so. Yes, poorly.
Racist.
Yeah, so that's the land update. So we will just wait for the land owner to update it. So, yeah, baby, we're in the phase and waiting time. Land owner.
So where's it located in? Where's the land located in?
It's Kinangay, Clarin, Misamis Occidental, Mindanao, Philippines.
Okay.
Okay, babe, talking about moving forward.
Now we'll talk about my land.
Yeah,
Um,
your land. Your land.
those who don't,
Your
yeah,
land.
my land. You have your land, I have mine. So moving forward, Jay has her land, and I have my second land.
Stop that.
Well, those who don't know me, this is the second piece of land that I do have. The original land, I'm actually planning to sell it in due time. I bought it back in 2018, I would like to say. Muscle Menos 2018, 2019, somewhere around that time. I can't even remember. I don't have the best of memory.
Typical.
Like Jaya, she forgets months, anniversaries, whatnot. She forgets all
You're
the dates.
talking to the person who didn't even remember? Huh?
Hey, but I still have remember you have a broken eye.
Baby, move on.
At least.
You're always out of the topic, baby. You always have a flight of ideas.
So, yes. And I'm currently getting land out in Tampico. And my plan is,
Baby,
like,
your first land located where?
technically Yakima, but the way it's kind of stationed, you would have said probably like Sila. It's in a very complex area. So it's heading to Sila, if I were to be honest, of where it's at. My other one is out in Tampico, so it's out of the city. And not to give too much specifics, but it's on over 5 acres of land. And it was a risky investment on my behalf due to my given situation, but I'm not going to go on that. But it's a good route that I took. And my plan is to get, in the next 2 years, a year or so, 2 years, I would say, to be a better bet, to get a manufactured home out there for at least my family to live. All I have to do is live there for 1 year, and I can legally move out and technically have somebody into that place. And my plan is to take my family there. So my mom and grandfather can live there, and my little brother, they have a place. They don't have to rent no more. And me and Jaya will do our own thing by that time, have our apartment, whatever the case may be down the road. Yeah. Okay? So eventually, maybe upcoming meetings, we'll go into detail about that. We'll probably update you every 3 months. We will have a public meeting once every 3 months, but then we'll have little meetings between me and Jaya, family members that are private in between. And then maybe one day, 5 years down the future, when a young couple asks us about goals and stuff like that, we can show that we've been consistent in talking about this stuff. Why does Jaya get so smiley?
No.
She gets so excited.
No, because I can imagine that somebody, a little couple or a young couple, would just ask ours about what are the experiences we've done like that. It's so nice sharing our experiences to the young ones. Like, I'm excited to do that. That's why I'm smiling.
I'm still the young one. You're the old one.
Here we go again.
When I was 15,
Baby.
your beloved Jaya was
18.
18.
He is still young.
She abused me and forced me into a relationship when I was too young.
You're talking too much.
I was still learning.
Talking too much.
I was learning my ABCs.
Next. Come on, so that's.
If she was,
Baby.
if she was in America, she would be in jail. I was too young. She was like, hold my hand.
Baby. Out of topic always. Should I give you some bullets for the topics?
Yes. But unfortunately, he can't handle the business side of things, so let me do that.
Okay, next.
That was another side joke. Should I explain that side joke too?
No. So that's why I am smiling. So because I am excited to share our experiences to the young ones, babe.
So when it comes to, without giving too much of a numeric ideal to it, I can give you some numbers, but I have to be very careful Um, the down payment. No, I can't even do that. For another time, babe.
Yeah.
But yes, it was a down payment, and I had 3 years of payments, and so far it's been since, let's say March. No, not March. August of last year.
No, August.
August, August or September or July.
I guess July.
Yeah, so yeah, since July, I've been making payments on it. July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. Yeah, that's about right. April. About 10 months. And it's a 3-year plan to pay it off. It's a contract between me and the owner to pay through an escrow to make those payments to pay it off. But pretty pricey. It gets expensive at times, but that's what it is, owning land here. But it's a good investment. It's going to help long term, and it's going to be a fun project down the road. Yeah, that's the update about me and the land. Yep. So I'm going to be working. I'm going to be trying to get a second job. Jaya hates that topic.
Mm-hmm.
And I've already applied at a second job already. She doesn't even know about it, but she's going to get shocked already. See, look at her face.
Really? Sure.
Yeah. And, yep.
Can we off cam?
No, not yet. Leave a shock in there. Everybody deserves to get shocked. And if you really know me, you shouldn't be shocked because I'm holding second jobs all the time. But,
Oh, I got it.
yes, we
What's the
all
second
have
job?
later.
I got the
Secret. And on top of trying to get a second job, maybe one day I'll tell a story about it. Maybe it'll be on YouTube vlogs, but kind of business concept.
Oh, okay, I got it already. What's the second job?
And that would be there's like 3 jobs. You got to slow down. I applied at a second job today. I don't know if I'm going to get it, but it's a way to just make a little extra money on the side, you know? So that way when Jay comes via K1 visa, we can go on a trip or something. Maybe something nice. Maybe I can finally afford her some Jollibees, you know? She'd be hungry.
What do you mean? I'm speechless about the second job.
I'm speechless too, but I'm trying to talk. Wait, after camera. Yeah, it's not even a crazy job. It's not. Don't hype it up to something it's not. But it is a second job. It is gonna be like roughly near minimum wage. It's gonna be like it's nothing crazy to talk about. It's not gonna be as crazy as working 2 warehouse jobs, getting like 2 hours of sleep. But this job is maybe I can work it off as a part-time job and work more time during the weekends, that kind of thing.
Okay.
But that would also, I hope it gives a little time to work on my little other project, you know, a side hustle, I guess you would say, or a business idea on the side. But I like to stay productive around the clock.
Oh.
Jaya hates productivity. She's like,
See,
let
I
me
know
sleep for
it,
24
and
hours.
you're always bossing on me.
I know. This is how it is in real life. I take a lot of shots at Jaya. She gets mad. She gets pissed off.
Ever since I met you,
She caused the YouTube channel to get a copyright strike. And then here's the funny thing. Let me tell you the story. Let me tell you the story. So basically, she gets a copyright strike once because you're not supposed to put any random song on the YouTube video because you're stealing from another creator or an artist. So I was like, okay, babe, don't worry, we'll figure this out. I've heard about royalty-free sound. Royalty-free meaning that It's free to anybody to use. You know, you just gotta check out the license. So I got this app. I paid good money for to buy this app. It's not good money. It's like $15 a month. You know, it's not that bad. But I paid $15 a month. I give her all the login credentials, and here she goes for a second copyright strike. Ignores everything I gave her. Goes on to a random thing that she wants. Downloads it, and puts it again. So she plays it. We get a copy strike, an email. You know what, babe? Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna put that email screenshot into this video. You're gonna edit it in so people can see it. And then,
I'm gonna cut this topic.
and then, I'm not even, I'm not even upset about that. You know, I'm just explaining in the car. She thinks I'm yelling. And I was heading to work today explaining it. You can't do that. And she says I was scolding her.
Yes, you
And
were
I was like,
scolding
maybe,
me. You were scolding
maybe just a
me.
little bit, you know? Because when you tell somebody once, no big deal. But when they do it a second time, I'll be like, really?
There's third time, babe.
Really? This is just maybe third time, really? So then we had a more, I guess, serious conversation. But you know what? I like her style. She's the one who makes a mistake but still gets mad at me. I'm mad at her, so she gets mad at me.
Yeah, because it's done already. Babe, next.
See, she's already getting mad.
I'm sorry. Sorry about it.
I'm not mad, babe.
You are mad.
But I'd be like, babe.
Topic again.
I'll say in a calm voice. I'd be like, babe, we can't use that software. I told you before,
not.
you gotta
Your
use
voice
this.
is not like that.
And then, she's grabbing her face. She'd be like, why are you screaming at me? I'd be like, what are you talking about? No, it wasn't. I wasn't really.
Your voice is not calm as that. Shut. Shh.
It was. It really was. But Jay has a habit. I'll be talking to her normal, regardless, because it's not a topic to her liking. She says, "Oh, he's yelling."
You're
Is
yelling,
her
babe.
imagination
You're
plays?
yelling. You're scolding me.
I was scolding. I wasn't yelling. I'm not the one to yell. I'm not a yeller, but I do scold. So she ended call. She kept messaging, you hate me.
I did not end call.
Should we show the screenshot? You hate me. You don't love me.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I will say that I ended call because you are heading to work already. You keep complaining. You're complaining if I will stay on the phone. You said that if you I will put in a minimal volume, I can still hear your voice. So that's why I turn it off.
We had a mutual agreement to mute, but that particular day, all the rules changed because she was pissed off.
Because I'm mad.
See? Proof's in the pudding.
Baby, why you're showing in the public that I'm always mean.
You are 10 out of 10.
Okay.
And
So much for that.
now let's be really honest. She wasn't mad at me completely. She was more mad at the ant that bit her eye. She was projecting all of her anger from the ant onto me in that whole conversation.
Baby, stop. You hate
Oh,
me.
man. See? That's what I had to do all morning.
Okay, it's done. I made a mistake. I say sorry. I delete the video. I accept it. It's my fault. Done.
I didn't say it was your fault.
Yes, baby, this is the meeting, babe. It's not an argument video, okay?
See? So frustrated.
Come on, it's already 15 minutes.
Yes. Yes, Jaya has an aggressive side.
Oh, I.
Okay, so so now you're caught on video footage. The proof is all there. We may resume.
Come on.
Okay. So I got a new job. We talked about the both lands.
Talk about and
We talked about our jobs. Jaya's the new influencer Instagram model. She's the one who's going to be promoting most of the work on the social media. But again, with my free time, it's going to be used to do so. I have some video ideas in the background that I'm working on. I'm working with my little brother to pump some of that stuff out, and I hope in the time, me and Jaya could work on certain kind of video ideas. But right now, the way I've explained it, I think it's a better concept that we work on YouTube individually, separately, because that tells about individual lives before they get together. I think that would be a good thing. The whole purpose of YouTube is just to leave memories behind,
yeah,
stuff like that.
with the important person.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Um, I'll work on a way that I could talk about finances and stuff like you towards you guys because that is actually probably the best topic that a couple can give. But we got to do it in an appropriate manner that doesn't have specific numbers.
Yeah.
So
It's private, babe.
Yep. Okay. Any questions?
Any questions?
Anything you want to end with? So speed it up really quick. Philippine land is paid off. We just got to make a final payment to put it in her name. The NCLEX, she's waiting on her ATT authorization to test. I'm working on land.
Yeah.
Payments towards it. I'm working at the hospital, and Jay is the new YouTuber, influence, vlogger, etc. Copyright striker.
Stop. And if I forgot your debt, though, we're talking about your debt too.
Yeah, and my debt's almost cleared.
Yeah.
Not on the land, but other debts because of unrelated conversation. Any questions? Yes.
What's the second job?
Off camera.
Okay. I guess nothing to add more, babe.
Nope. You edit. Good night.
Oh, we should end like that.
Biting your. Oh.
No.
Biting your ocula. Yes, biting your ocula. This is a new call.
Maybe it's different because it was recorded, babe.
Biting ocula.
Maybe we must end the video like that. Like that.
Biting your ocula.
Oh, stop.